Alright, hello again ladies and gentlemen, I'm SAR Revolution 5 and welcome back to the Rocketz League. We got quite a game on our hands. As you can see, the draft is well underway. That is my apologies, my fault, everything to do with me. Didn't realize the game had exactly started, but now I do, obviously.
Radiant team pick.
The house is down, up against South American Rejects. One of the most anticipated matches of the tournament. The house is down is now second place to C and B. Can make it right back into first if they 2-0 South American Rejects. I believe they will be still second place if they, or possibly tied for first if they go
10 seconds remaining.
1-1.
5 seconds
I'm not 100%
remaining.
sure how the score system will work here. South American Rejects, though, they were tied with Isurus. They're now ahead of Isurus. To really secure their top 4 spot, they need to win this game. We do see them go ahead and ban out that Meepo. There's a Leshrac, Shadow Demon, and Invoker on the houses down. Easy Sunstrikes, easy Split Earths, and Dazzle Axe is just insane. And I'm going to go ahead and assume this is a Core Lesh as well. But all in all, a very team fight oriented team from the houses down. On the other side, we get to see one of my personal favorite heroes that we haven't seen in quite a while, Magnus, along with
pick.
Phantom Assassin, not Personal Assassin. I don't know where I got that from. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast so far. Sorry for the delay in between there. That was my own fault. Grab a quick snack before we really get into the game here.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Actually, just kidding. No, I'm not, because those taste stale. So we have kind of the ceremonial BR Dota pause. I'm sorry about the delay on the drafting here. I really am, guys. That's my own fault. But a big shout out to all you guys in the chat. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you're enjoying things here tonight. You can also find me out on Twitter at SAR Revolution 5 and on Facebook at SAR Revolution 5 Dota. Appreciate all the support I constantly get from you guys. Looks like we are just waiting on one player here, which would be K3, who is now reconnecting, of course. I'm really excited to see the Core Lesh, though. He's not a hero we get to see very often. He's excellent paired up with a Shadow Demon. I think he's pretty good paired up with an Invoker as well to set things up with Tornado, or even possibly Deafening Blast, if you set that up correctly. Just want to make sure. Yeah, he has to know exactly what level of Quas Invoker has in order to set things up with Tornado, but we might see that. It actually looks like Invoker going, whoa. Yuka, you want some tangos? Yeah, I hope so. Anyways, we'll get into our stuff there. Guys, I have to eat to survive. Come on. Come on. We'll go ahead and get into introductions, though. On the side of the house is down, we've got Vestius on the Dazzle. Jublu, never forget, otherwise known as Toyman, on the Axe. Liposa will be on your Leshrac. And Guy will be on your Shadow Demon. Yuka will be on the Invoker. On the other side of the river, we've got South American Rejects, the former Jungle's King team, paired up with
30
Tavo.
seconds to
We have Bardo on the Treant Protector MSI. Not really sure who that is, to be honest. On your Shadow Shaman. K3 will actually be part of an aggressive tri-lane with those two on the Phantom Assassin. Magnus Swagnus will be played by Kawe on the middle lane. And on the bot lane, we've got the Tavo. The Tavo.
The battle
Himself
begins.
here. Oh, I didn't realize Tavo spelled his Twitter that way. And he actually hasn't posted much at all.
Uproot and after them. Illusion.
Anyways, Vestius looking for an illusion room. Or gonna find an illusion room, rather. And actually a first blood attempt going in on Yuka. They're gonna get Magnus started off easy. He actually picked up Skewer, so just get Invoker way out of position here. Bardo gonna pick up first blood with his massive amounts of base damage on that Treant Protector.
From a deep cut notch, the red sap.
And actually we see Magnus going ahead and picking up in power very early on. Now this is gonna allow PA to get an easy Battle Fury, and we may not even see PA pick up a Battle Fury for that very reason. The 50% cleave is obviously much better than a Battle Fury, but of course if you want to get some cleavage, we're going to take a little look here. Yeah, PA is a rather flat-chested hero, so if you want some cleavage you might want to build that Battle Fury anyway, bump yourself up to 85%, which is going to do a lot of damage to nearby heroes, and this is a team that wants to bunch up. Axe may try and taunt them, but there'll still be a little bit of damage coming off from those as well. Jubilee will actually be in a solo lane with an aggressive tri-lane with the Slash. I like this with Slash because if you're using Diabolic Edict at all, as well as Chain Lightning, you're going to be pushing the lane, so you might as well take a tower while you do it. It's going to be pretty solid, and actually, Invoker will pick off Shadow Shaman there with a Sunstrike, it looks like. Axe will fall in return, and K3 dropping very low. And the 800 or so gold picked up on him is making me wonder if we are going to see a Battle Fury come up after all. I like the lanes, honestly. I feel like they're, for either team, very solid lanes. It's a nice, refreshing change from seeing Viper, Razor, and Void every match.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And if we are believing Cyborg Matt and saying that 6.82 is a month or two off still, I'm hoping stuff like this will stick. By the way, Major Munger, thank you for the follow, bro.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Revo didn't miss first blood. What is that supposed to mean?
Has fallen.
Did everyone think I was going to miss first blood? What? Anyways, off top, we actually have two and, well, a Nature's Prophet TP coming out. Treant does manage to take down Axe for a third kill, his third of the game. And Tavo now in a lot of trouble. Actually got disrupted, hit with the Soul Catcher as well. There's a lot of ranged damage coming out. The Sunstrike won't quite connect, but they'll be able to take him out in the end. Shadow Shaman able to take out the Dazzle as well there. So a nice one-for-one trade up here after they picked off the Axe once again. And it looks like they're going to move into a bit of a defensive tri-lane. Of course, they've already taken out this tower, and now Nature's Prophet may be looking to do the same. He's sending some treants up top. Of course, Joey. That's why she builds a Battle Fury. And Lash starting out with phase boost, this definitely confirms the carry Lash. It was already pretty clear, but
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anyways, looks like they want to find some kills here, as K3 has come down to attempt to get some extra farm down in the safe lane. Is doing okay. 18, 19 last hits. Leshrac, surprisingly, is beating her out. And this is what makes me think that THD has been practicing this. We're actually going to see them go in right now. There'll be a dagger out onto Leposa, and he'll be able to connect that. Oh my gosh, that is an ugly combo. It's just ugly, and Leposa doesn't die here either. The squishiness is basically taken away by Dazzle. Shadow Demon will end up falling here to the Leech Seed, basically. And Bardo gonna be able to pick off him. K3 is invis, but actually breaks that to turn around on Leposa, who will throw off the Diabolic Edict. Will he even make it out? No, he won't. Bardo is now 4-0-2. Participating in 6 of the 7 kills for his team. Guys, chat is cracking me up at the moment. I'm gonna have to like turn you guys off. Anyway, Shadow Demon going ahead and picking up an urn. THD are behind in kills, but they're ahead in gold with a better farm. Slightly behind in XP. But we're really talking in terms of inches right here. Like 500 gold, 250 XP.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Etc. Anyways, Ninja's probably going ahead and picking up power treads. Other than the PA, I would actually say both these teams want a 5-man very early. PA actually doesn't have any farm at all at the moment. 23 last hits, not really equating to much. Seeing as she did go back for a bottle, Magnus going for one as well. And yes, while a bottle will help you sustain in lane, it's not really the best item progression. In fact, it can set you back quite a bit if you're not getting excellent farm. Like, I'm talking excellent farm, like every CS you can possibly find here. Meanwhile, Magnus has finally picked up his power treads. Tree is scouting people out and stay just close enough to the tree line here to stay invis. And does actually get revealed there, but they can't see him, seeing as that is a Radiant ward on the other side. They did spot him moving out that way. And actually, Leposa just going to turn on the Diabolic Edict and walk away, it looks like. Acts actually with a blink, and it looks like Leposa's going straight for the Bloodstone with the HP booster first. Bestius will go ahead and Shallow Grave just in case here, and TP out. We do see a nice skewer there to cancel that, and Nature's Prophet going to pick him off in the end. Tabo not going for Phase Boots or a Midas. And I gotta say, South American Rejects are not looking that confident here. I do like the strat here with the Magnus, the early point in Empower, to really give them that advantage in terms of farm. He can give that over to TA for the free Battle Fury. But if we don't see much done with it, it's going to be rough. K3 does jump in on Axe, will take him down in return, and dodge the stun from Leposa. But can't dodge that magic damage, and this is one of the problems with picking PA at the moment. We don't have any defensive properties for her to save herself from Leshrac. Nice movement there, just staying alive around that stun. She will be able to pick off Leposa. Let's go ahead and move it on here, as Guy has disrupted Bardo, but will get taken down by a dagger. Tabo and K3 doing very well, and THD beginning to fall behind. They do have push power on their side, though. They've taken down a tower.
Middle tower is under attack.
South American Rejects has not been so lucky. They're actually going to be a taunt from Axe. And a faked RP, or actually just an impossible RP. Double kill for Jublu. And Magnus is not looking so hot. In fact, if we flip over to net worth, Axe has been getting the best farm on the map. But of course, he's also on the top. Magnus not doing so well. Axe has his blink. Magnus isn't close at all. PA does have 1,200 gold, so that's a thing at least. But it's not very much. She is getting a good level advantage, which is exactly what you need to get as PA. There will be Treant armor to try and protect this, but it's not going to do the job.
Middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Dire's top
So
tower
PA is just going to be kind of juking the entire team here. Does have 1,600 gold saved up. I'm eager to see what she is going to be ending up buying here. If it's going to be that Battle Fury, or if we're going to see something like a Vlad's Deso rush. Well, I think we'll definitely see a BKB at some point, simply because of the Leshrac and the Invoker, as well as pretty much the whole team except for Axe. You're going to need a BKB. Axe doesn't really care. I mean, sure, you don't get battle hungered. Oh no, I don't get that much. Of the 4 damage a second the battle hunger does, or whatever. Yeah, it's barely any damage per second. And Leshrac is continuing to farm up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for the Battle Fury. Nice invisibility from Kawaii there, though. They actually know something's going on here. They could tell. He's just waiting here. Does have him power up. It's running out soon. He can actually refresh that buff. But actually, as Tree Invis wears off, he's going to be forced to back up. He actually eats a tree, or cuts down a tree there, so they can just get in position. And they're going ahead and placing down a Civ Tree. The map awareness from THD is just so good that they know the team's up here. They know something's going on. In fact, the only person they see on the map is Tavo. So they know there's something going on here. Good night, Joey. And they're actually wasting a lot of Magnus's time that he could be farming his blink, just because they know they're trying to set something up. Kawaii waiting very patiently. And he's actually going to be able to skewer 2 back and get the RP off. Leshrac already hitting the deck, and Jublu gonna armor up, but it's not going to be enough. Leshrac actually didn't get to buy out there, so that's going to be pretty unfortunate. Magnus does deny the tower, as PA did take down Axe as well. PA made it up for the fight, and actually is going for a very aggressive build. The drum probably into BKB. Invoker does manage to take down Nature's Prophet, and Dazzle's able to deny the tower. Very nicely done by them. Dazzle actually has quite a bit of gold here. I'm a little confused as to what he might be getting. I'd say probably Force Staff, Arcane Boots, or Mech as a first item would be good. Maybe a Soul Ring and Urn. He could actually pick both of those up about right now. Okay, guys, you don't have to spam my Facebook and Twitter in the chat. Taba will get hit by a stomp there, but it won't be enough to bring him down just yet. Guy tries to find one more hit, will end up getting it, but Vessi is caught way out of position, and South American Rejects are getting far ahead at this point in the game. Dazzle is working on that mechanism, and I think that's the right way to go at this point. They are expending Shaman Wards with a hope to get a tower for it. Jublu is going to be rotating up. Where is Invoker, though? He's going to be pressuring the bot lane. Is going Midas into Necrobook, so going for that very push-oriented build. And PA actually is going back for the Battle Fury now, but with the drum and the fact that she's 4, 1, and 10, actually helping the team get 14 of the 16 kills. A very impressive statistic for her. With the 80 last hits at 14 minutes, not the greatest, but not the worst by any means either. The Battle Fury is going to do wonders for her at the moment. Detective Pickles 1, thank you for the follow. By the way, when there's a lull in the game, I like to shout those things out as I see the notification pop up. Actually, Axe taunting here is actually going to try to take out K3, but the slow coming out, Zhublu going to get taken down by the Nature's Prophet ult. That ulti just hits so hard early on, and actually Tabo going straight for the Maelstrom, not going to waste his time going back for a Midas and being greedy. They know they need to be aggressive here because a late game Leshrac is actually something terrifying and scary, and he still needs a bit of time to get online. He needs about 300 gold to really make an impact at the moment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Mech coming out from for Vesius right now. This is a critical item for THD. They really need a way to take these team fights without dying. And actually, Magnus, speaking of dying, we're going to see Leshrac get taken down. Kawaii does get cold snapped, and will get hit by it once more, but he should be able to bottle up. He's got his blink now. That's going to help him out a lot. We take a look at Golden XP. We see South American Rejects with just over a 1,500 gold lead, about a 4K experience lead for them as well. They're kind of snowballing at the moment, and actually Dazzle going to almost get taken down, but Axe bringing it back right quick. We do see K3 getting slowed down and actually hit with Disruption as well. The Sunstrike going to be lined up easy, and a dunk coming in from Zhublu. But a 2-man RP, as well as the Illusions guy, going to make a run for it here, but we'll get taken down by the Ether Shock. Magnus bottling up the regen room. Will turn around and throw it right now. Zhublu on the run, doesn't have his blink available, and probably won't have it available unless he can somehow outrun the Magnus. And actually, as Magnus sees Leshrac approaching, he's going to back off right now, giving himself even more cleave. I don't think PA has had the opportunity to grab cleave just yet at all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, Rookie, seriously, you gotta stop that, dude. It's like no one can talk in chat because you're spamming too many Moobot things.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
We are going to see Zhublu continuing to farm up here. Actually has quite a bit of gold. Same with the Invoker. PA is starting to catch up. Still needs about 500 to have that Battle Fury complete. And then still needs some time to farm. The difference is that Midas gives you instant gratification. You instantly get that gold back. With Battle Fury, you kind of have to sit back and relax a bit and just take some time to farm, and you may not always have that time. And Kawaii, he's going to get taken down. He does manage to skewer away, but he'll take Axe with him, who's just going to dunk and walk away on a killing spree now. We have Bardo coming in, and there's actually going to be a buyback from Magnus. This game going back and forth constantly, as actually that last team fight would have brought South American Rejects down out of a lead. But now, on the bot tower, they're going to have Tabo and MSI. They drop the wards and everything, and these wards are pretty focused as well. They're going to take down this range Rax if they can. And it looks like they may be able to. Not quite, not quite, no. It's not going to fall just yet. It actually has 59 HP. One quick tap to that, and yeah. PA does manage to take down a tower, does have her Battle Fury up, as well as 1,800 gold at this point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's very possible that was just hiding on the courier, and I never realized how close she was. I never realized. Wow. The redneck coming out strong. Meanwhile, Shadow Shaman does have the Blink Dagger up. This is a great item for him to have. It's going to allow him to get in and out of the fight easily, as well as just get that Blink Hex initiation or the Blink Shackle, depending on the way you want to initiate with Shaman. We also do see Invoker with the level 3 Necro Book up, so that's a nice counter push for THD. Unfortunately, they've already lost a tier 3 tower, as well as, well, they've basically lost this ranged Rax. They don't have the Treant on their side, so that's going to be a big problem. South American Rejects do have a lot of late game defense in the sense that they have the Treant armor. And now K3 is going to pick up an Aegis if he can to combat this, but actually Jublu, he's going to come in and taunt. Luckily, PA was able to leap to Bardo in time there. But I believe THD could easily steal this Roche. They're actually all smoked up coming in here. Yuka gets revealed and can't really tell why. They'll figure out that it's Treant sooner or later, I'm sure. There's actually a D ward coming down, but not going to have time to do it. The Radiant did at least see where the ward was from the Dire, so we'll be able to D ward that in the future. And Axe actually getting jumped on by Magnus, but he's in a lot of trouble. The dunk, and he'll be dead to Shadow Demon in just a moment. There we go. Guy taking him down.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Leshrac picking up the Aegis as well. And a gem up on Shadow Demon. To just wrest back some of the map control that they have been losing. Looks like I will have a co-caster next match. Sephiroth VG will be joining me. A very intelligent player, and a very good one as well. They actually use this gem to go ahead and pick off Treant. And Bardo going to get taken down pretty quickly here. Not much he can do. He does get a 4-man ulti off, but it matters not really at all when he can't get any follow-up for it. Courier hanging out at the secret shop. Looks like it is going to be a Mjolnir coming out for Tavo. So he really wants to go for that very aggressive split push build. Also is going for a Blink Dagger to split push as well. It's a really odd Blink Dust there. But Invoker, I believe, was the one that was here. Yeah, he just TP'd out, so my apologies. Due to the nature of the minimap, I didn't even realize he was there, and you guys probably barely did either. The only thing that gave it away was the dagger and the TP sound. Anyways, Shaman now with a gem of his own to... No wards on the map for anybody at this point, pretty much. And there is a haste rune spotted out by both teams as well with those Treants. I'm assuming South American Rejects saw it. We are actually going to see a TP in from Tavo up top.
Pull roots and run.
We'll have some Treants chasing him down as well. And I'm very sorry about the background noise, guys. As I mentioned earlier, we had a toilet problem that is getting fixed right now. And PA, well, now has 85% cleave. And actually, Yuka gonna get jumped on right now. Tavo ending up taking him down once again with that ultimate. And actually, Jublu gonna find Tavo. Will battle hunger him. Tavo blinking away. If Jublu can find him, if he gets lucky with the Blink Dagger. But he's not going to at the moment. Actually, do go ahead and see a TP out from Guy. So who's really ahead in this game? Well,
Dire's bottom
that pretty much
barracks
says
has
it.
fallen.
South American Rejects do have half a racks now. It may just be a ranged rack spot, but it is still quite the foothold, as well as they have tree armor to keep healing up their towers, which is going to help a lot. And not to mention, K3 can potentially, with Magnus PA, one crit the whole team. And I see Capizzi in chat now saying, well, Dire needs to finish this game as soon as they can. That's very true. But as soon as they can, maybe a little too late. Zhublu gonna get skewered back and RP'd up, along with Leposa here. Vestius does get a grave off on Leposa to save him. There is a meatball coming out, but it's a little too slow. There's a brief shackle out on him, on Vestius, but it's not enough. They try to invis up MSI. He should be able to get away here, but he has already taken a lot of damage. Actually, the Dire bot racks are now under attack. These wards are all up on it at this point. And basically one crit for PA, and Shadow Demon's dead. I have to say, both teams had very interesting drafts, but we're seeing much more out of the PA on South American Rejects side of things. Yeah, and that's another good point, Capizzi. Axe just falls off in the late game unless he really snowballs hard. He's actually going to be going for a Scepter, it looks like. So that'll help him scale into the late game a little bit. I personally like Scepter Bloodstone, just so you can spam that thing. Duncan all day. Michael Jordan up in here. Meanwhile, Aegis is going to be reclaimed in just a moment here. And I forget who it was on. Actually, Leshrak still has it. Surprised they weren't able to use it up in that last fight, but actually he got graved by Dazzle. That was what it was. He would have used it up otherwise, but it's honestly kind of going to go to waste instead here. Not that that didn't save his life or anything. PA now going for a Basher. Now that she has BKB, her gold per minute is, I'm scared to look at this point, 642, 26 minutes in. Keep in mind, as the game goes on, PA's only going to farm faster. Seeing as more creeps are going to be getting onto the field, she's going to get stronger. This is utterly insane at the moment. 5, 2, and 13, like, but the critting for 1500. Zhublu will go ahead and taunt. And actually, a Blade Mail comes out, but it's not even going to matter. There's a BKB from PA that'll just block that Blade Mail damage. Throws the dagger out onto Lesh, of all people. And Lesh actually just lost his Aegis. This could be disastrous as Conway, he tries to turn around on him. And PA just looking for that elusive crit. Can't quite find it. Zhublu, he'll get actually saved here. And PA's going to end up falling to the Invoker. Leposa dishing out a ton of damage. There's a nice stun on MSI. And Yuka on a killing spree with a triple kill. This is the kind of fight THD needs to really turn this game around. They'll take Treant down as well. The only person left standing is Tavo, who has the potential to split push, but can't defend that well. Tree does have buyback. PA will be up before they're going to be able to push a Rax, but they're probably going to lose the tier 2 tower off this pretty easily.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to take care of logistics about getting the co-caster. The mid tower did fall, though. They're pinging out Roche, who we will find out his respawn time in a moment. I believe it's right here. Well, I don't want to say that without being
Dire's
sure.
top tower is under attack.
We'll just check it in a minute. How about that? Or any second now. 25 seconds to go on Roche. So, just a little bit of time there. Leshrac definitely beginning to snowball, though. Now with 12 Bloodstone charges and working on a Scepter. Not to mention, only about 1,000 gold away from that. We could see Lesh just begin to become the engine that drives the Death Ball at this point. That's going to help them really push. And, well, really team fight. Potentially 220 DPS to everything in the team fight. He's disabled? Who cares? Zhublu might get picked off here. He does become a ram for a moment here. He can still spin in this, but K3 will end up taking him down. Critting for about 1,200 at this point. And actually, they're going to go after Roche now. They want to get this Roche and just use it to push, use it to secure a second Rax as well. And K3's kind of surprised to not see him going for lifesteal. I'm actually going to see Axe go ahead and buy back. Kawe, he's going ahead and hiding here in the trees, and he's got Invis. He's going to look for an RP, but I don't think he's going to find it just yet. He'll actually manage to just skewer back Guy and take him out of the fight. Zhublu, though, blinking in. He's going to Blade Mail up. There's a buyback from the Shadow Demon instantly. A Shallow Grave on your Dazzle, as actually Dazzle ends up being the one to fall. Dazzle... Axe as well. Leposa goes down, but he's only down for 10 seconds. And actually buys back into the game. I don't know if that was 100% necessary, but we'll find out.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anyways, Kawe is going to turn around here. Leposa does get Shallow Graved up here. And this is out a decent amount of damage, though. But PA comes back for the kill and manages to outburst the Leshrac. The Aegis does get popped here, but you ain't done with her yet. There was a buyback in from the tree as well, possibly just to help PA survive. Because actually, PA will be going after this tower now. Unfortunately, she can't crit structures, and there's 4 HP left on the tower. Okay. There's 4 HP left on the tower. They can deny it, but I feel like they just need it to have the damage here. It's a shame PA can't dagger towers. Actually, it's totally not, because the cast range on the dagger is ridiculous. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Nature's is going to eventually grab the tower with a treant there, though. And now PA is grabbing up a plate mail. It's going to be an AC coming out for her. In fact, I believe that's a completed AC sooner or later. Where's this courier going? Go home, courier, you drunk. Magnus with the Mask of Magnus. There. And there's PA. She's going ahead and... well, she will buy out the AC sooner or later. Still about 1,000 gold away. But with her very high gold per minute, she's actually just going to sell the drum at this point. Buy a TP and wait and just have the AC up. This will enhance their pushing power quite a bit. And, yeah. The nice thing is she is a BKB carry. That's going to be very good for her. Up against this team. Assault Cuirass is now up, officially. So that's going to really help PA pack a punch. She also has the TP just in case. Let's take a quick look at buyback status. We only have buyback on Natures and Shaman. But Natures with buyback is quite the threat, simply because he can just TP right back out to the racks. We are not quite done yet, but it does not look too great. As the smoke does come out from your Dire team, they're trying to find a pickoff before the fight even begins, and this could really turn the engagement for them. Trent is invis there in the woods, and they're going for PA. They may not realize it, but they are indeed going for PA. And they may just find her. Actually, Zhublu gonna get it off, get the taunt. There's your stomp from Leshrac. And he's gonna be able to lock her down. She's actually gonna end up falling here and does not have buyback. This is a crippling blow to the team's damage. Unfortunately, though, they may still be able to take the racks. An excellent move from THD there. I think that was definitely the right thing to do. And keep in mind, South American Rejects need to win this game. Or the second game, or both, hopefully, for them. To separate themselves from Isurus, who are currently tied with them for 4th place. And 4th place is the last place to be at. There's nothing else here. Leshrac finally does have the scepter up. As if they didn't have enough damage in team fights already. And they kind of don't. I was surprised PA didn't BKB up top, but I think at the time she just accepted her fate. They still had a decent amount of physical damage going out to her. Leshrac, I mean, he hits for a reasonable amount of damage. 160 is not too much to scoff at. You've got Dazzle and Shaman just sitting on 90. Treant, of course, is at 120 because he's OP. Shaman has a good amount, but he's farmed at the same time. And Dazzle actually does have the Ghost Scepter up, so the only thing that can really hurt him from PA once he pops that Ghost Scepter is a dagger, which can indeed crit, but will do half damage, so it's kind of a toss-up situation. It's not Ogre yet, though, guys. It is not Ogre yet. There's a high golden XP advantage for South American Rejects, but it can still turn around. We can still see it coming back sooner or later.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Raposa is going to get stunned up here. We do see PA go ahead and jump in there. Shadow Demon taken down. Raposa just going to turn around and actually has the ult going here. K3 going to be forced to BKB up here. Bardo taking a lot of damage, will end up falling to it in the end. And a blink back there. 30 seconds down on the Leshrac. And if they're able to push right now, things are going to get pretty ugly, especially with PA with that illusion rune. And Magnus with the Mask of Madness up. Actually doesn't have Empower. There we go. Real quick, want to get your free Battle Free there. He's also got a Chrysalis. This is the carry Magnus build. Not the double wrap RP and whatnot. Yuka is going to delay this push slightly with an Ice Wall. I think that's a good idea here. I just feel like the team gets too hard countered by BKB. And actually, Nature's coming in. Magnus gets stunned up there, but K3 is going to drop to Raposa. They did get the Shaman wards out, though, and why is he not? Are they even going to? No. You have a glyph.
Dire's middle barracks
right? They do lose a mid-range backstab. Yuka, though, managing to pick off Magnus. We actually do have a butterfly up on Nature's. What? Tabo, what? Why, Tabo, why? Oh my gosh, just no. I mean, it gives you 30 damage and 30 attack speed. And, well, actually 60 attack speed. But I mean,
with me.
At what cost? Well, the cost of 6k gold, actually. If we're going to be completely exact here. The other thing is, none of these heroes on THD are even thinking about MKB at the moment. Invoker has bought himself a TP scroll. Real big spender right there. Let's take another look at buyback. We do see buyback up on the Invoker, Shaman, PA, and no one else at the moment. But we do see THD regaining some map control. Now, they're down a Rax, which is pretty devastating. They're not farming as well, simply because they aren't getting as much gold from the creeps. Bardo does not have a blink up either, which is a bit interesting. And actually just chose to put 1 point in the Leech Seed. But this game may last a bit longer. Meanwhile, we are going to see K3 possibly get picked off here. Could be devastating. There's the dunk.
Assassin.
And PA doesn't have buyback at this point.
Good day, sir.
She actually bought out a helm and has no gold left. This is South American throwjacks? I don't even... It's as soon as Snow said, haha, this game is over. No, it's not.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This game is pretty far from over. At this point, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a BKB come up on left track. But actually, MSI is just going to get taken down here. There's actually going to be a Sunstrike out from Invoker to try and pick off Kawaii, who will manage to get himself over the cliff and possibly TP back to base in time. The top tower, though, does go down. In the meantime, two major team fight heroes are down. PA providing most of the damage, Shadow Shaman providing most of the lockdown. THD can finally push a Rax here. Vesius is back home defending. Nature's Prophet trying to come in here and attack, but isn't going to be able to really do so. And that means he's also not back home defending. Laposa just threatening to dish out 220 DPS if they come anywhere near him. Or specifically 450 radius near him. He goes ahead and pops it off. They're trying to get in range. Does manage to stun up Kawaii. And Invoker will make an escape route here. And actually, Vesius is coming in here. The mid tower under attack. Axe is there to protect it, though. And actually, a full Rax is going to go the way of THD. Say it with me, guys. Butterfly, best item for Nature's Prophet. Oh, he's dead? Oh, he's dead. Okay. I don't know why. I have no clue. We do see Magnus manage to take down a Shadow Demon. And actually, Yuka getting jumped on by PA. But she's basically alone at this point. Shaman doesn't quite have the means to get closer, and Laposa can just pop that ulti off and to say, hey, you either waste a BKB charge or you generally die. Actually, she's going to go back in, get a bash, and manage to pick him off. But both heroes on the Dire do have buyback. Vesius is possibly going to get saved here, does manage to shallow grave himself up, but is hexed up and probably will end up falling here in the end. PA taking him down. And we see a TP out from Invoker as well. The creeps, well, Axe has a TP? No, Axe does not have a TP. Invoker doesn't have a TP either. But he just TP'd back to base and grabbed Boots of Travel, so he's okay. I scared you guys there, didn't I? No, Capizzi, what you saw was 332 attack speed, not 322 attack speed on Nature's Prophet. Now it's 334, but you get my drift. I don't know why he would say 322, question mark. Sunstrike just going out to scout Roche. They know it's up now, and Shadow Demon instantly buys a smoke. They need to get this. The problem is, they go for Roche, they leave the base open. They leave the base open, Tabo TP's in and says, hey, thanks. Really, no, thanks. I appreciate it. And the Posa, I'd actually like to see him build something like an Eye of Scotty instead of, like a Sheepstick here. Simply because, he needs more stats, and Scotty's a great stats item in my opinion. I don't think it's the best item choice, but I think it would be a reasonable one. Tabo is actually going to come in here, spots them out with a Sprout, and actually Guy has seen that Tabo is indeed there. There's your Sheepstick bought out for Laposa. No buyback up on him. This is a very, very risky move, but they're probably just going to give him the Aegis. Take the cheese on someone else. Anyone else. Axe will take it. Okay. And they're actually making the comeback. It's an amazing turnaround, but as I said, it's not ogre till it's ogre, boys. This is why you don't just, well, GG, we lost, finish fast, please. No, the enemy team can still, well, perform a motion as one would with a ball. And not a toss, either. But THD, they can still make it back out of this. Invoker's rising in net worth. They've managed to lower the gold lead to about 7,000. XP lead's been lowered to 4K, so they're really doing a good job controlling this. Actually, Yuka might get caught out right now. This is not good. Yuka, you need to run, bro. Actually, will manage to force F out. Ghost Walk in time before they can really do anything. And now the Jim coming forward from Bardo, though, will be a problem. He will go Scepter up and Tornado out and try to get away. He does have buyback available, though.
Perishes with
And Leposa scrambling to get a TP. He sells his boots for the TP. That is dedication right there. And just buys a fresh set. The most expensive TP ever. I think it actually cost him over 2k gold for one TP. Invoker will buy back, though. And Zhublu taunting up K3, who does get 4-step back. A nice 3-man RP. But he's just pushing Leshrac into the fight where he can dish out more damage. And a lot of damage is being dished out. Magnus will end up falling here. The mid-Rax does end up falling. But at the cost of 2 heroes. One of those, a big Magnus without buyback. Oh my goodness, this is such a close game. Such a tense game as well. Do have Dazzle trying to defend against creeps. Just draw them off the tower. They can't afford to lose this other tower. Just for the fact that it's going to do some damage. And actually, Invoker's Necrobook is just kind of standing. Just chilling. Just chilling. You know? Work on your micro. Pro tip of the day. I'd seriously like to see him, sell this, Midas and try to go for an MKB. I'm assuming he's going to, like, really save until he can. There's going to be Boots of Travel coming out for Leposa to respond to Nature's Prophet's Global Presence, which is going to be great. I mean, you can always TP to the Ancient, no matter what's fallen, so... And you can see here, Leposa just rips creep waves apart. I mean, melee creeps have about 600 HP, range creeps have about 360, mega creeps have more, which is what he was up against, but oh well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
46 minutes in. If you left this game about 15 minutes ago, you thought, okay, South American Rejects 1, this is game 2 with the same heroes? What? No, it's not. This is the same game. THD have just pulled a miracle. Almost here. K3 is going to get hexed and taunted up. Pretty much disabled. He's already down on way less than half health. He gets dunked and is forced to buy back right now. There's a big RP coming out, and Leshrac's Aegis does get popped here. Axe does fall, but does have buyback as well. Yuka and Vestius in a lot of trouble, but here comes the cavalry. Leshrac is back and ready to whack. Sure. Vestius does end up falling there. His Shallow Grave wears off, but they all have buybacks available, I think, except for Leposa, possibly, who still got close to enough gold, but not quite enough. However, he does have the Bloodstone to be able to survive there. Didn't quite take the tower, and this is where it gets tough. If they can't take the tower, that's not too great. And Axe did buy back as well. I feel like that was not the best decision from him. Invoker has to stay alive right now just because he doesn't have buyback. And actually, he's going to buy an E-Blade. Okay, I really like this pickup. It's another disable for PA. Another disable. And you can say, well, Revo, E-Blade isn't a disable. You can't attack during it. So, it might as well be. Meanwhile, Roche respawns very shortly here. I believe about 4 minutes, it said. I dazed out here. Sorry, guys. Solo casting like this, you get a little tired at the end. But it's worth it at the end of the day, you know? But actually, we're going to see K3 get jumped on. Goes ahead and spins the BKB. A 2-man RP now. And Yuka in a lot of trouble. He's going to get graved up here. Vestius is in the fight. Where's Leposa? Leposa's still full health. He's taking him down. Axel Dunk PA, who's down for a whole 2 minutes. She won't even see the light of day until 50 minutes into the game. Now, on the bright side, they do have creeps pushing in. And Nature's can, as he's going to mess with right here, he will actually commit and TP in completely.
Pull roots and run.
And Invoker desperately trying to defend here. Doesn't have Necrobook available. But meanwhile, Laposa is just man-moding. And man-mode he will. Jublu coming in to support him. We are going to see Magnus buyback, but PA still down for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Tavo will TP back and blink on in here. Laposa, though, able to disarm him. Or actually, that was Axe. I apologize. And he is ethereal to up here, but in a bit of trouble. There is going to be a tree ulti. And Axe manages to take one down, actually. The spins coming out from Axe. He is the spin lord. The helicopter Axe is real, boys and girls. Jublu may get a double kill. Actually, Tavo going to come in here with his own and pick off the Leshrac, but Leshrac still is respawning in a minute and has buyback available. And still, well, actually didn't do pretty much any damage to the tower, but forced to buyback. And that's really big right now. I'm leaving the window on buyback status because, well, it matters a lot here. We are going to see a buyback out of Shadow Demon, and I'm actually real surprised about this. Because if I remember correctly, he didn't have but about 20 seconds more to wait. But I think what they're trying to do is go ahead and get this creep wave so far out that when Leshrac respawns, he doesn't have to waste time walking in. He can TP in. And they'll say, sure, Natures, go ahead, try to backdoor, I dare you. And actually, a big mistake from your Radiant team. Tree has not healed up that tower yet. And Diffusal Blade will actually be coming out for the Treant Protector.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not really sure what they're going to be purging here.
Are fortified.
Other than Cold Snap? Maybe? Axe's armor? Maybe? Actually, they're just going to pretty much take a free tower at the moment.
Radiant's middle tower.
The tower's down. The racks are next on the list. A big Nature's Prophet ulti. And actually, we have MSI blinking in. The Poser will go Scepter up. He can't be attacked right now, but he's taking a lot of damage from the wards. Still has buyback available if he wants it. 4,200 gold, but Tavo now on a killing spree as Jublu is now on a mega kill streak. K3 trying to fight, but BKB wearing off though. And now that's down to a very low duration BKB if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's down to 4 seconds. Laposa going to slow him down. Does get a lot of damage off. And Jublu, he wants to fight too. K3 does have that lifesteal in order to hopefully crit and regen up here, but Yuka gonna throw out the ice wall just in time. Looks like it will be enough. Leshrac gonna buy back. The tornado stops Magnus's TP away at this point, and Leshrac has a blink dagger as well. He buys back, buys the blink dagger, TP's in to take the racks, and THD are doing it. They're gonna kill 4. PA's alive, but doesn't have buyback for 4 more seconds. And even if she did, what's the point at this point? You can't stop them. It's the death ball. Axe has to disable to go through your BKB. She even buys a fresh BKB, but that doesn't change the fact that Axe still has to disable. In one of the most ridiculous games I've ever seen, it looks like THD will take it. Vestius does get Shallow Graved up. PA just looking for the easy pick off here, but not the important one. And Jublu just going to keep focusing the racks. Bardo does TP in here. Dazzle does end up falling, but K3, he's hit with the Deafening Blast. He's disarmed. And he doesn't have buyback with that second BKB. Laposa. K3 just disconnects. There's not even a GG. And GG comes out from Bardo. Oh my goodness, what a game. THD have done it. They turned it around. They lost a 20-minute racks and still came back. South American Rejects getting pushed out. The house is down. Did not go down. They managed to survive. We'll have game number 2 coming up in just a moment. What outstanding play from THD. Now, South American Rejects needs to win this one to break the tie. I wish Leshrac's ulti would quiet down over there. But, anyways, guys, I'm SB Revolution 5. I'm on Twitter at SBRevolution5, on Facebook at SBRevolution5 Dota, and on Twitch at SBRevolution5 as well. Would really appreciate that. We'll be right back with game number 2.